honestly a really good win for our basketball team. Just proud of the courage that we played with throughout the entire game, but especially that fourth quarter. It was, I know everybody's calling it an ugly game. No, it was just a very hard-fought game. There were a lot of things that were hard to come by. And when you've got, two teams that are pretty familiar with each other, it's going to be like that. Welcome to Mountain West Conference basketball. And so, like the kids said, you've got to find a way to win. And I thought our kids were tremendous at finding a way to get it done tonight.
We talked after the UNLV game. Your point was they have to find little things to do to close out games. They had to find unusual things to do. So, how quickly has that message gotten across to this team that they've now picked that up?
Yeah, I think we've had a couple games here from Fresno to tonight. Where we finished in kind of abnormal ways. Different roles. Different kids stepping up. But the plays that were made, I thought were made with incredible courage, and that's what I love. I'm okay with missing shots. I really am. Okay, but when it's a hesitant or a cautious stroke, I struggle with that. I want conviction. I want courage, and that was the message in one of those timeouts, and it was the message from McKenna. It was the message from our coaching staff. You got to get the feelings out of it. There's no way you're going to make a shot if your feelings are involved with it, other than confidence. And so put a good stroke on it, believe it's going in, and that's what I loved about that fourth quarter right there.
Did you ever envision a time when you would have all three of your normal point guards not available?
No. It was and Sana did play some point for us in Spain, thank goodness. That might have been the last time. She's lying when she said it's been 4 or 5 weeks ago. No, it's been 4 months ago. But it was kind of like we won that game with, our starting quarterback goes down, our second string quarterback goes down, our third string quarterback is in the game, but our third string quarterback is a linebacker. It was kind of that, but you still got to find a way to get some positive possessions, and we did, and the defensive end equally is challenging. Good Lord, we zoned them. Right, that was something we had practiced a little bit, but the personnel and it, we thought we could shorten the game maybe a little bit and burn some clock, and I thought the kids executed that really well.
How good was the second quarter? Obviously, offensive struggle. Be good defensively, so they didn't really make a big push on you.
They just stayed the course defensively. They stayed in the fight, and we talk about that a lot. You can't let a couple of missed shots or a couple of bad offensive possessions lead to, letting up on the defensive end, And so I think we grew in that regard. The second, it was what it was. We had some really good looks. Thought Ronsick had a really good stretch where she had some good looks. Kendall, you bang a couple threes and you make a little 6-7 footer. It's maybe you can relax a little bit, but I thought we started shooting cautious, and that was the message at halftime was, I'm proud of that 18. That's a big-time performance, but we've got to play with some more conviction offensively and more belief.
So you mentioned a little bit, like with the shots not falling, it still felt like the team from tip-off to the end of the game kind of held that high energy the same.
Yeah, they did.
Just what does it speak to kind of like the perseverance and stuff of this team?
Yeah, it just speaks to the leadership. It speaks to the camaraderie. It speaks that they want this, right, as a team, and that was their message that they were communicating to each other in timeouts. At one timeout, McKenna, all she said is, "Nobody's smiling, nobody's smiling, nobody's smiling, smile." And I'm like, hit a shot. But sometimes I thought that was really good, and sometimes you just got to take a deep breath, chill out. It's a basketball game, and they played us a little differently than a lot of teams have played us up to this point, to be honest with you. And so it became a perimeter shooting game. I know Becky said, we love shooting the three here. We do, but that's what they were giving us. If you look at the paint was loaded. There was no place for McKenna to go a lot of the night. And so you were going to have to make some threes, and we did.
I know a lot of your team had met Becky last year.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have her and Katie sitting courtside for a program?
yeah, that means the world. I mean, she's the face of Colorado State basketball forever. Really, she's that impactful of a human being, and a leader, and obviously the great player. So it was really cool. I know our kids. I thought they handled that really well. I'd have been pretty nervous, to be honest with you. I mean, she was probably thinking, "What are you doing out there, Williams, in that second quarter?" Do you think she had that thought? Yeah, she probably had that thought. But to have the greatest of all time, sit in front row watching you play, and you play a very inspired, tough game, a lot like Cronin, a lot like Becky. Those are tough, competitive players, and to get a win that way, I think they probably like that.
What is the reaction of players when they come in and talk? Obviously, Becky specifically won everything you can win in basketball. Pretty glued in, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a pretty cool moment. Where and we've had a couple of them here recently where she's so gracious with her time to get in front of our group and deliver a really cool message, to basically empower each other, really believe in each other. And, the thing that I think our kids take away from her, and they took it away from her last year at the Mountain West Conference, she's just real. Like, she is a real person. Like, there's no fluff. She's probably a blast to play for. And she tells it like it is. And I think kids respect that. Players respect that. She's just very authentic. And so pretty cool. She liked the locker room. She said she had metal lockers back when she played. So, yeah, she said things have changed. So what a treat to have her in Moby Arena tonight. All right, everybody.